Foxes 3W2D1L vs. Stoke since promotion. Vardy 3 goals in last 4 vs. Stoke. Leicester leads all-time 3-4-W-3-3-D-3-1L. 2 clubs who've climbed off the mat look to keep ascending the Premier League table when Stoke City host Leicester City at the Bet365 Stadium on Saturday. Watch live at 8:30 a.m. ET on NBCSN and online via NBCSports.com. Watch live online here. Leicester is up to 11th following a convincing win over Everton, while Stoke is out of the drop zone after a surprising victory at Watford. The Foxes are perhaps quietly unbeaten in 4 and winners of 2 on the bounce. New boss Claude Puel is a pristine 10 and relishing the concept of getting Leicester closer to European qualification than another drop zone battle. USMNT veteran Jeff Cameron is out for Stoke City. What they're saying Stoke's Mark Hughes on a table rise. We know how important it is to get 2 wins on the bounce in the Premier League, and that is certainly our intention this weekend. A couple of wins can propel you up the table, and of course when you win an away game then obviously you want to follow that up with a good performance and a good result at home. We need to do that because the biggest disappointment for everybody was the Bournemouth result, which was our first opportunity against a team that were below us. Leicester's Claude Puel on the club's short-term future. We continue to try to work on some details in the training sessions. It is an evolution, not a revolution. We cannot change everything in just a few days. It is important to continue this work and continue to have some good habits with the players so they can play with confidence with good habits. We have time to work gradually and improve together. Now is just to make natural things without disturbing them. Prediction: breaking down Leicester hasn't been easy, and Stoke's proven capable of being breached. The Potteries will be behind its men, and the hosts may well walk away with 11 draw. Follow at Nicolas Mendler. Hammers 422 in last 8 versus Reds. Liverpool won last tilt 40. Reds lead all-time 6-9-W-3-7-D-2-8L. Liverpool looks to build on a pair of clean sheets when it visits the London Stadium to face Slaven Bilic and desperate West Ham United on Saturday. Watch live at 1:30 p.m. ET on NBC and online via NBCSports.com. Jurgen Klopp's Reds blanked Huddersfield Town last weekend before shutting out Maribor in the UEFA Champions League. West Ham has scored more freely than either opponent this season. Watch live online here. The Irons haven't won in 3 straight Premier League matches, but did pick up a significant League Cup win over Spurs last week. That win made a late concession to draw Crystal Palace on Saturday sting even more. Klopp said Philippe Coutinho is out, but Sadio Mane may be able to come off the bench. Jorginho Wijnaldum could also make an appearance if need be. What they're saying West Ham's Aaron Cresswell on rebounding from Palace. We know it's frustrating at times. If you're a fan sitting there you can understand why, and we certainly fully understand. We need to come together as one. We've been working hard week in and week out to put it right. We want to generate that atmosphere against a team like Liverpool, and put it right. Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp on who will take the next pen. I really understand it's a big story, but in the past it is not a change. We will never try to get penalties, but when we have them, in future we will score from the penalty spot 100%. We only have to make sure we are not getting this story all over the season, because it's a good opportunity to score when you have a penalty. The boys are all able to do it. As I said, Milner's penalty was really good, but it was a brilliant save, and that's something we have to respect as well. Prediction: if West Ham's men are still playing for the boss, they stand a good chance at getting a point or better against a banged-up Liverpool. If the effort's there, the Hammers just may scoot away with a 21 win. Follow at Nicolas Mendler. Forgive Mauricio Pochettino for digging his cliché well a little too deep following a huge win over Real Madrid. He knows how big of a trap awaits his men on Sunday. Tottenham Hotspur will battle Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, and the Eagles had a midweek rest while Spurs were posting a historic win over the Bernabeu set at Wembley Stadium. More Newcastle in for Almar, and the energy expenditure alone is cause enough for concern, but a loss or draw at Palace would sink the club's Premier League title hopes. On a weekend it has a chance to take advantage of a pair of top 4 squabbles: Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea, Man United. For the BBC, Palace have a very good team. It's true they struggled at the start, but Hodgson is a great manager and we had a very good relationship with him when he was national manager. Crystal Palace is a final for us after the defeat at Manchester United. We know very well that in football you must keep your feet on the grass. All the games are difficult and you cannot be relaxed when you compete at this level. Pochettino says Harry Kane came through his return to action without any problems, but Hugo Lloris and Toby Alderweireld will both be out for Spurs as they attempt to deal with Electric Palace man Wilfried Zaha. As stated, it's a trap game of the highest order, but Spurs should be relishing the chance to make amends for Sunday's loss to Manchester United. Follow at Nicolas Mendler. Jose Perez could soon face competition from an MLS star at St James Park. Miguel Almiron has been linked with a move to Arsenal or AC Milan, but the Northeast Chronicle says Rafa Benitez would like to bring the Paraguayan to the Premier League. It would be a January move for Almiron, who turns 24 in February. More Lukaku responds to criticism. Almiron scored 9 goals and added 8 assists in 30 matches for Atlanta after the expansion club purchased him from Lanús for $9 million. Citing Calcio Mercato, the Chronicle says Atlanta expects to sell Almiron for more than twice the price, around $20 million. The Magpies remain interested in Cenk of Besiktas, but reportedly now like teammates Tolga Arslan and Aguzan Oziakup after some midweek UEFA Champions League scouting work. Benitez is said to have 2 plans for the January market, a standard one and another which would be buttressed if Mike Ashley sells the team. Follow at Nicolas Mendler. Portugal squad to face the United States men's national team on November 14 at Estadio Dr. Magalhães Pessoa in Leiria includes Man City's Bernardo Silva and Besiktas Pepe, but leaves Cristiano Ronaldo at home. Barcelona's Nelson Semedo, AC Milan's Andre Silva, and promising Valencia forward Goncalo Guedes are a part of Fernando Santos' side. More Lukaku responds to criticism. Other notable names missing for the match against a youth-heavy USMNT are Rui Patricio, Jose Font, Cedric Soares, William Carvalho, André Gomes, Ricardo Quaresma, and Renato Sanchez. The match is the first for the United States since its elimination from World Cup qualifying, and will be the first for caretaker manager Dave Sarachan. It will be the second for Portugal following a friendly with Saudi Arabia. The USMNT roster likely waits to see which MLS teams are eliminated from the playoffs at the conclusion of Sunday's MLS Cup playoffs conference semi-finals. Goalkeepers Beto, Anthony Lopes, Jose S.A. Defenders Antunes, Kevin Rodriguez, Pepe, Luis Neto, Ricardo Ferreira, Edgar I.E., Nelson Semedo, Ricardo Pereira, João Cancelo. Midfielders Danilo Pereira, Ruben Neves, João Mario, Manuel Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Ronnie Lopes, Gelson Martins, Bruma. Forwards Goncalo Guedes, Andre Silva, Eder. Follow at Nicolas Mendler.